Hello, everyone. I have a book review for you today. Hooray! I have been reading a book by Bryson, Mother Tongue, English and How It Got That Way. Now it's a book on the history of the English language. But Bryson isn't a linguist or anything. He's just like this dude who writes travel books and is pretty funny. His travel books always feel like you're being pulled along and dragged along on this adventure with him. And that's pretty much what his better history style books are. Like, you're just being pulled along by these bits of history and all these fun facts that he found. And he just wants to show you how neat everything is, which is what I really, really like about some of his writing like this. I've read a couple different ones of his about history that were like this as well, and I liked them because it can be really, really hard to make subjects like this interesting to people, especially to a lot of people, and not too dry. Like, I don't mind a dry book. It's fine. It's just difficult to read. But these weren't difficult to read. This book wasn't difficult to read. There was two chapters that were pretty difficult. Those were pronunciation and spelling, because it's really, really hard to get your brain to just concentrate and read the words that Bryson is actually writing. It's incredibly difficult for me anyway. Like, normally if I find words too hard, I'm the kind of person who's like, yeah, got it. I get it. Fine. I don't have to read that word. It's just a word. I'm going to be told the meaning in a minute. But it's not always like that in this book. This book is from, fair warning, it's from 1991, I think, was the earliest publication. So you've got to give it some slack, because some of the facts in the book aren't exactly accurate or have been proved inaccurate, or they've like it might be something which wasn't easy to verify back then, or too easy to find a good looking but ultimately incorrect source for, because this is before everything really took off in quite the way that it did over the next 10 years, as far as everything being so simple to look up. So you've got to cut it some slack. And again, it's not written by a linguist, it's written by a comedian, travel-y, whatever dude. So it's fine. And that's my review. It was good. I gave it, on my Goodreads account, which is not under this same username, it's under a different one. On my Goodreads account, I gave it 4 stars out of 5. That's I liked it. 4 out of 5 stars. Yeah. I like Bill. He's a good author, dude. And it is the sort of book that makes me want to read more about the English language. And if you excuse me, I'm going to cough. I'm fine. This fucking cough, seriously. For the past week and a half now, I've had a cough. And it came out of nowhere, and I've got no other symptoms. I'm not even a sore throat, not even a head cold type thing, nothing. I started to get a sore throat halfway through because I was coughing so fucking much. But now I'm on the mend. And still no other symptoms. Like, I haven't even been phlegmy. It's just the most annoying thing, because everyone is always like, oh, are you sick? I'm like, no, I have this fucking cough. And then everyone proceeds to tell me that happened to them once and then they almost died. So, I got specifically asked if I had been on any cruise ships lately because one of our regular customers at my shop, she had been on a cruise ship lately and she had a cough that was nothing, like no other symptoms, and then suddenly felt like she was going to die. And I thought, well, that's very, very comforting. I'm only 3 chapters in to Amazing Maurice, but I am still looking for something, hopefully something in my bookshelf, which I can then go on and abridge, because obviously I can't abridge Mother Tongue. It would just be a list of factoids, kind of. The other book I am reading right now is Darwin's Radio by Greg Bear, but it's a weird book. I think I'll only abridge books that I like or really hate. I don't know. I don't think I'll bother with this one. I'll probably review it like I've just done for Mother Tongue. But if I do decide to abridge it, then sweet. So far I'm up to chapter 16. And there's like 30 million chapters. But they're fine. I can get through this one pretty quick. The other one that I picked up today to replace Mother Tongue, because I always carry 2 books. Because if I get bored of one book and don't want to read that book, I can read my other book. It keeps me reading a little bit. But I've picked up Don Quixote, which I don't think I'll be abridging either, because I think we've got that covered. I've got a whole bookshelf full of books, because what I do, like floor to fucking ceiling bookshelf, because what I do is I finish a book and feel great about it and pick up 20 more and then don't read for a while because I'm shit. So yeah. I'll find something to abridge. I thought I was going to do Babysitter's Club. I had a book on Babysitter's Club, but I do not know where exactly that book is. It has disappeared. And I think I've blabbed on for about as long as the review, so now I will click the off button. Bye!